Also, make sure that you're setting gentle boundaries. So, for example, if a difficult conversation comes up, just decide to either, walk away or redirect the conversation towards a more neutral topic. And you want to remember to focus on what you can control. You can't change everyone. You can't make everyone be nice or get along, but you can control your reactions, your energy, and your presence. So plan your exit strategies in advance, plan your conversation tools ahead of time, whether it's redirecting or stepping away or using humor, and just have a few techniques in mind ready to how you're going to protect your peace. Welcome to Life and Love by Design. I'm your host, Odette Coronel, an accredited professional coach, relationship mentor, NLP practitioner, and coach supervisor. I have guided countless individuals and couples who feel stuck to step out of autopilot and create relationships and lives that feel intentional, joyful, and deeply fulfilling. Tune in every Wednesday where I'll share tools, conversations, practical strategies, and fresh perspectives so you can get more intentional about designing a life and relationship that truly fulfills you. So let's dive in. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Life and Love by Design. I'm Odette Coronel, and today we're talking about surviving the holidays with grace. So, if you come from a big, loud family, such as my Cuban family, sometimes the holidays can be a little bit tricky, especially when it comes to certain family dynamics. So, if you've ever felt stressed thinking about the holidays, thinking about seeing relatives, or anticipating arguments, or maybe even you're feeling nostalgic, remembering someone that isn't going to be there this Christmas because maybe they've passed, or if you're just, trying to keep the peace, this episode is for you. So, around the holidays, even for Christmas Eve and Thanksgiving, we usually have at least 20 to 25 people at our gatherings. And, we're talking grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, and everyone's energy is super high. But over the years, we have learned how to keep it fun and festive and mostly drama free. So today I'm going to share my personal tips, tricks, and mindset shifts for surviving the holidays while maintaining peace, harmony, and joy, which is really what the holidays is all about. So, the very first thing that I want to mention is set the tone early. One of the keys to a really smooth holiday is making sure that everyone knows what to expect. So, in my family, we've had our traditions for a really long time. And because everyone kind of knows what to expect, there's a certain kind of certainty which reduces drama. For example, a long time ago, my sisters and I decided that we were just going to skip gifts. We weren't going to exchange gifts with each other or with each other's children. Now, this has helped alleviate the pressure and the stress. Nobody's worried about, comparing presents or feeling obligated or spending money that you really don't have. And really you can focus on, buying gifts for your own children. Now, I'm not suggesting that you do this in your family, but this is an example of a routine or a ritual that we created in my family where it just created less stress for everyone. And another thing that everyone kind of knows what to expect is everyone brings a dish. And we've been doing it so long, everyone already knows this. You bring the same thing every year. We don't need reminders because we've been doing it for so long. Everyone knows to expect. And this way, one person doesn't feel overloaded and there's a sense of shared contribution and everyone feels involved, everyone feels appreciated. So, if you're hosting, remember to set clear expectations ahead of time from meal contributions to schedule. Make sure everyone knows ahead of time and try to make it the same thing every year. What time is everyone going to arrive? What time are we going to eat? What is the menu going to look like? Kind of keep it pretty concise and make a tradition out of it and make sure that you communicate with everyone clearly so that this prevents any kind of last minute stress or tension. And next, make sure that you incorporate fun and meaningful rituals and playfulness. I know that my family thrives because we really embrace fun and tradition. So, for example, for Thanksgiving, we usually have this turkey made out of construction paper that my sister puts on the wall, and every single member of the family takes a feather and they write down the things that they're grateful for, and then we put it with the feather on the turkey. And we have been doing this for years and years and years. Then at the end of the night, we all read the feathers on the turkey and we share what we're grateful for. And this is a beautiful tradition that my family has. So create whatever it is that works for you. We also play games and we're pretty silly. Sometimes they're competitive, but they're always really fun and lighthearted. And this gives everyone a chance to laugh and connect and bond and create new memories together. So, my tip is to create a ritual of fun, of games, playfulness, or of gratitude, something that's familiar and fun and inclusive of everyone. So, it can be as simple as a gratitude circle, some kind of trivia game. Karaoke is a lot of fun if you like singing, and something that's predictable, but they're positive moments that really anchor the day and create opportunities for bonding and connection and creating memories together. Are you feeling stuck, afraid of change, or just questioning the way you're living? Many of my clients come to me feeling disconnected, unfulfilled, or simply uncertain about what's next. Whether it's a relationship that's lost its spark, or a purpose that's faded, or patterns that keep repeating. As a professional accredited coach, relationship mentor, and coach supervisor, I support individuals and couples in reconnecting with themselves and each other. Take the first step and book an introductory consultation with me, and together we'll begin designing a life and a relationship that feels authentic, intentional, and entirely your own. Then you want to think about how you're going to manage difficult dynamics. So, even in the best families, conflicts arise, and you want to handle it in a way where you're just kind of leading with curiosity rather than judgment. So even if there's a relative that might say something that's challenging or annoying or aggressive, try to ask questions rather than argue. Maybe you're making it mean something that's not the way that it was intended. So try to be curious rather than judgmental about it. And sometimes the person just needs to be heard, and that in itself is going to diffuse the tension. Also, make sure that you're setting gentle boundaries. So, for example, if a difficult conversation comes up, just decide to either, walk away or redirect the conversation towards a more neutral topic. And you want to remember to focus on what you can control. You can't change everyone. You can't make everyone be nice or get along, but you can control your reactions, your energy, and your presence. So plan your exit strategies in advance, plan your conversation tools ahead of time, whether it's redirecting or stepping away or using humor, and just have a few techniques in mind ready to how you're going to protect your peace. And mindset really matters. Ultimately, surviving the holidays isn't about logistics, it's just about your mindset. So focus on being grateful rather than holding grudges. This focus on what's good rather than what's annoying or what someone did wrong. Just focus on being grateful for having each other in your lives. And imperfection is totally okay. The day isn't going to be perfect. Things may go wrong, and that's fine. That's life. Embrace it. Engage where you can and let go where you can't. My family thrives because we celebrate togetherness, we celebrate with laughter and contribution and not perfection. We're totally not perfect. Actually, sometimes it's an actual mess, but we embrace the chaos and the fun and the laughter, and we our hearts are filled with joy and gratitude because of it. So that's a huge lesson for anyone navigating the holidays with family tension. So some practical takeaways are: number one, set expectations early, whether it's meals, gifts, contributions, make sure everyone knows what to expect. Create rituals and traditions that really anchor positivity in your family and create memories and shared experiences. Prepare tools ahead of time for conflict, whether it's redirecting, humor, or just stepping away. Focus on gratitude and what you can control and let go of the rest. And remember to keep it fun. Incorporate games, storytelling, sharing gratitude, and lots of laughter. These things are really powerful peacekeepers. These shared experiences are how we create new memories, how we bond and connect, and are ultimately what really matters and what family is for. Remember, yes, the holidays can be chaotic, the holidays can be loud, they can be emotional, they can trigger things in us, but they can also be joyful, they can also help us connect, and they can be super meaningful. So it all comes down to being intentional, to thoughtful boundaries, and a mindset of gratitude and fun. If you try any of these strategies this season, I'm pretty sure that the energy in your gatherings is going to shift. And remember, family does not have to be perfect to be wonderful. So, thanks for listening to Life and Love by Design. And if you liked this episode, be sure to share it with someone that could use a little bit of holiday sanity. And until next time, remember that your life and your love are yours to design. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode of Life and Love by Design with me, your host, Odette Coronel. If anything that you heard today resonated with you, please take a moment to like and share this episode, subscribe, even leave a rating. This helps us grow and reach more amazing people just like you who are ready to evolve and design a life and a love that they want to live. And don't forget to join the conversation on Instagram at Odette Coronel Coaching. I would love to hear your takeaways. And if you don't have Instagram, you can always email me at lifecoach@odettecoronel.com. Until next time, remember your life and your love are yours to design. See you next week.